Right. Well, a big thing that we're looking at there was we're just trying to clean up some things, and we actually go against our scouts in that one. So it's more of a game situational type of thing. So we're rotating, getting special teams out, making sure that our transitions are smooth when we actually get to a game day. Just doing a bunch of different situations. So it's more geared up towards game control and game management than it is necessarily to look at performance, of our players. We still wanted to be sharp, but that was more what it was about. Garrett Young will start for us, and he's had a very good fall camp, and really has had a good couple of days lately, and has thrown the ball very well to small windows. So we're excited about that. Absolutely. One of the big things that we're always looking at is your leadership, your ability to recognize defenses, to get into or out of calls and put your team in the best position to move the ball and have successful plays. And we felt like he really came a long way and did a nice job with that. Well, first of all, we got to handle and go on the road and travel, and that's always something that we have to do well and be successful at. So that's the first challenge, is make sure that our kids are ready to go, get on the road and go down and play against a good football team. Any football team in our league is a good football team on the road. So that's the number one, and that's the first challenge. Now the next thing is Truman State. So you look at a football team like that won their last 4 games, and and the things that they do. So you have to make sure that you're ready to go down and take care of business and handle things with a football team like that. Their quarterback is a pretty special player. He's able to run the ball and throw the ball, so he creates some dynamic challenges for you on defense. And there are multiple formation teams, so you have to be prepared to handle all those formations and all those things. On the defensive side of the ball, we need to be able to control the ball, run it effectively, and be able to be in run and pass situations, because otherwise they've got a couple of defensive ends that can really get after the passer and they can pass rush you. And and they're an aggressive defense. In a lot of ways, kind of like we like to be. So it should be a very challenging game, and we're excited, though, at this point in time to go get that first game underway, and it's time. We go into practice and we take a look at different situations in third down, and we go out there and he practices a lot, and a lot of it's mental focus. What are the things that teams are likely to do against you on third down from a defensive standpoint, and what are they likely to do against you, as an offense, and where are the holes and where are the voids, and what are the things that you can take advantage of to either keep yourself on the football field or get yourself off the football field, depending on which side of the ball you're on. And then both of those cases, we hope that always we're setting up the stage for our special teams to go on the field to try to get a punt blocker to do something like that. And our special teams have been really good, and I want to make sure that I emphasize that. Coach Brian Thomas has done an outstanding job there, and so we were very successful with our special teams last year, and we're looking forward to being very good with the special teams again this year. Yes, absolutely. They return a lot of players. And again, last year when they came here and played us, like I say, it's a 12-hour trip, but they were a football team that was close to being a playoff team. And last year, their quarterback got dinged up a little bit, and so they didn't get off to as fast a start as they wanted to. And then they really came on the last 4 games of the year. So like I said, I expect that this football team is a football team that's, in their mind, a playoff caliber football team. And so we've got to go on the road and play very well against them. It was close through the first half and through the first quarter, and then we kind of were able to do some things to take control, as the game wore on. But part of that too was, like I said, their quarterback got hurt early in the season. Well, that was in our game, I think towards the end of the third quarter, and that kind of slowed them up a little bit. He's a real key cog to their offense. No doubt. I mean, they're going to be at home. They're going to be ready to go. They're going to feel like they didn't play as well as they're capable of. I expect that we're going to go down and we're going to have to play against a football team that's going to be really ready to go against us and ready to open their season at home. So we have to be able to match that energy and play focused and play great college football on the road.